Welcome to the SemiRespectable Report. The idiot running the DHS, Mike Wayne Mullen, was on TV playing with a ball and bragging about alien naturalizations and not deportations.
We have naturalization ceremonies every single day in the United States that federal government's open. We have hundreds of thousands of people. In fact, we're real close to 900,000 individuals that have been naturalized in the last 12 months. You get picked up and you're in the court system and you've been showing up for your court dates, you're going to be released. I'm not handling things like maybe the past secretary had. I'm just saying, let's work to get the worst of the worst off the streets, and then you won't see me in your cities and states like you do as much because my presence won't be as big. In fact, you probably won't even see us at all.
After this disaster of an interview, one moment worse than the next, this buffoon tweeted the opposite of what he actually said and what he's actually doing. We beg that this idiot be fired. We never like this pick, as regular viewers of this program know. My good secretary, DHS Secretary RFK Jr., was on CNN with propagandist Thing in a Bash, formerly married to Obama's CIA guy, one of the 51 signers of that Hunter buying a laptop thing. Well, she did her typical spinning, and finally, someone gave it back to these liars.
Debating this view.
Of course you won't.
No, because I'm not debating.
All you know how to do is repeat things that people told you and say, trust the experts. That's what you did during COVID. Now we know that Anthony Fauci, who was the expert, was lying about everything, about masks, about social distancing, about natural immunity, about the transmission from the vaccine, about the source of COVID. He was lying, and you were punishing people for not trusting the experts. And now you're rolling out the experts again to talk about something that you have no personal knowledge of.
Okay, well, guess what? That is my job.
Oh, that's beautiful. How about one more?
Show me one study that shows that.
I can tell you that when it comes to the vaccine, there have been studies that show that because of vaccine disinformation, there could have been 100 to 200,000 lives in the U.S. saved. But because people didn't get the vaccine, that's why. I'm not saying that it entirely.
You are saying nonsense. You are saying something that you cannot show me a single study.
I am not saying nonsense.
You are talking what somebody told you.
Excuse me.
And you cite me the study. What study?
No, what studies are you talking about? You're talking about studies that actually don't exist. I want to talk about...
Compares that with that absolute moron, Mark Wayne Mullen. If you want more videos like this every day, share the links, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss next one. We have told you several times. We here at The Report hate the 17th Amendment, and it must be abolished if you want any chance of a functioning United States of America as it was envisioned. Well, the mask is finally coming off.
With regard to abolishing the Senate, that's not new. But the reason we have a direct election of U.S. senators is because of socialists. That was moderates' option to keep abolition off the table. We did not rewrite the Constitution. We amended the Constitution to allow our U.S. senators to be elected by the people and not through state legislatures. I like to think that's a good thing. That is pro-democracy. That happened because
There it is, Repeal 17. Here's a viral clip going around these social media webs of what is now passing for a drill instructor in the Marine Corps.
We will treat you as we do our fellow Marines, with firmness, fairness, dignity, and compassion. Physical or verbal abuse by any Marine or recruits will not be tolerated. If anyone should abuse or mistreat you, I expect you to report such incident immediately to me or one of my instructors. Furthermore, if you feel I have mistreated you, I expect you to report such incident to your serious commander. My instructors and I will be with you every day, everywhere that you go.
I had to check several times to verify that wasn't AI, and apparently that is real. How's the Navy doing? I'm sure the Navy's doing better. The Marine Corps was always a bunch of whips, right? But hijabs are now allowed as part of the dress uniform? What? What are we doing? If this is winning, what does losing look like? Why do it look like the WNBA, which should drop the W and just add all those LGBT alphabet letters because Sophie Cunningham is being targeted for destruction because she said women's sports should be for women, not men, dressed as women. Well, first out, they were playing in, God help us all, Minnesota. And Minnesota Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeve wore a trans shirt to mark Sophie Cunningham, as well as scolding her when she saw her.
Well, we see Cheryl Reed wearing a shirt today in support of trans kids. Trans kids belong on the shirt. This in the aftermath of Sophie Cunningham's recent comments. We actually saw Cheryl and Sophie speaking at center court pregame. And yesterday, Cheryl Reed spent a lot of time talking at length with the media about this topic.
I would encourage anyone to go and listen to Cheryl Reeve's comments. Incredibly thoughtful, easy to find online. And
then Sophie got elbowed right to the jaw, flagrant. And the foul was called on Sophie. I kid you not.
Okay, yeah, there's the defensive foul. With the hands on Okay, yeah, there's the defensive foul. We'll call foul on Cunningham.
It is just a defensive foul. No hostile act occurred. There was no secondary act after the defensive foul. Play resumes with Minnesota ball on the sideline.
Oh, you didn't realize they called that on Sophie Cunningham?
Oh, okay, so I think it should be an offensive foul. I don't think it should be a defensive foul.
I guess her jaw must have hurt that woman's elbow. They crack in the face. Call goes against you, gets reviewed, stands, and the ref tells you to shut up. This lead is liberal feminism in lived reality. Do you like it? We'll see your mark. Spread the word, please. What else and respect is all we have time for.